In this video, let's see how to create a database RDS. So I will be navigating to the database. I want to create one RDS, whatever you want to create, like Amazon QLDB, Neptune, Amazon Keyspace, Elastic Cache, DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a fast managed NoSQL database. So I will going with the RDS. So here navigate to the RDS, how you have to create, what are the things you need to keep in mind while creating the RDS. Here I will try to explain it. So when you come to this RDS section and you create, either you have already previously created database, you can restore it from S3, or either you want to create the fresh one, you can create like which of the database you are going to create it. Suppose I want to create a standard, I want a standard create or easy create. There is two options. So standard create give you option, let differentiate between the standard create and the easy create. Standard create, you can see like engine option, you can select here based on the like my SQL server, IBM DB2, Oracle, PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB, Aura MySQL, and Postgres both. In this section, selecting from the database engine, next is like engine version, which version you want to select. Suppose I selected Microsoft SQL, it directly say like Amazon RDS or Amazon RDS custom you want to use. Which edition, web server edition or server standard edition, server enterprise edition, these are the versions for the AWS MySQL, sorry, Microsoft SQL server. If you are going with the Oracle, it says like Oracle enterprise edition. This is the only one I think, or Amazon RDS gives any, yeah, Oracle Standard Edition 2 and the Oracle Enterprise Edition. There are two options. In case of MariaDB, you are going with this MariaDB, you can select the different versions, what version you want to use here in the as a DB engine. In Postgres also, you will have like versions till 16th, till 16th you will have different versions, which version you want to install it here. So they are supporting till 11 till 16, from 11 till 16. So MySQL, same thing will happen. So let's go with the Postgres. I am creating a Postgres database for demo. Here you will be asked like so this is one, create a multi-agent DB cluster with one primary DB instance and two read-only standby instance multi-agent cluster. So if you want to check this option, I said in the beginning like where you want to make your DB available all the time, either it fail in one zone and either it fail in one availability zone and it's available in the second zone. So you can create based on this. So I will not go with this multi-agent cluster. I will go with without this multi-agent cluster. Now here it comes like production use default for high availability and fast consistent performance, and use for development and test, or use for free tier, use RDS free tier to develop new application, test existing, or gain hands-on experience on RDS. So I am creating with the free tier because I don't have that much money to spend over here. So I will go with the free tier. I'm selecting DB version, suppose I'm selecting 15, and let's see next. When I selected free tier, all these things disappeared. Okay, so I will say git host demo db. Now master username, I am saying take it as bithost, and if you want to manage master credentials in AWS Secret Manager, you can tick this. So in that scenario, all your database connects, all your database secrets or username, password, these things will be managed by the AWS credential. Like I want to have my own credential, I will manage it by myself, then you can go without this. And here I have given the master username. What I will do, I will write somewhere. Let me open the notes, because once you configure and it fails, in that scenario, it will be hard to recall it again. RDS, yes, and whenever you do like this, master user bit host. So master user I have given, I am giving the password. Password I will not write there. So password is set. Now you can see, like, I am going with the Bristable class. Here you have one thing to note down. Here it says memory optimized and standard class, and one is Bristable class. Bristable class is a type of old generation system, you can say, or they give old devices, a type of old devices, like they will store the data in a HDD, not in the SSD. SSD is a bit fast in that scenario, so I can select here. Okay, no, it's saying like SSD, so I will go with the GP3. This is a system, stable class system, like two old systems, like not much fast doing fast performance, but this is a free tier system, that's why I am using this as a free tier. You can see, like in stable class DB3, these all are available, but only two are in free tier, so I am going to use with this one. Now selecting storage is a critical part here. When you select the storage, you have to choose the storage type, like general purpose SSD or general purpose SSD GP3, and here is a provisioned IOP SSD and provisioned IOP SSD. These two are very expensive. These two are expensive but very fast. Their performance is very fast, but these are expensive. When you select this, it will ask for, suppose I have given only 20 GB here, and it asked for provisioned IPs, provisioned IOPs. So suppose here 3000 IOPs are available. The minimum value is 1000 IOPs and maximum value. If I increase this volume, so if I go to the costing somewhere, see here, provisioned IOPs, it's charging around 33,000 USD dollars for the provisioned IOPs, IO operations. Suppose I have the 300 here, 300 IOPs. I think it should be free. No, provisioned IOPs at least here 33 USD, which is more than the DB instance itself. So what I will do, these are the provisioned IOPs, like this much input output per second operations will be preserved or reserved for your instance only. No sharing with the other instance or anything. So let's go with the GPT-3. In GPT-3, it gave a baseline performance of 3000 IOPs. Let's see what is cost. There is no provisioned IOP, so it's the baseline IOPs allocation, so there is no cost here. Now moving to the next, I have selected T4G micro. If I select this one, is there any cost difference? Yeah, there is a slight cost difference, 23 and if I go with the mm, TG4 group, there is a price difference 21. So I will go with the TG4. And next, after the selection of the DB instance type and the storage, you want to scale the storage to 1000 GB. No, I don't want, because this is being used for testing. So you can scale the storage. Suppose you created one database and you don't know your database when it get full. You created 20 GB and 20 GB approaching to get full. In that scenario, what auto scaling will do, auto scaling will uh, make it elastic till whatever allocation you have done. Suppose I have done 100 GB. So whenever uh, I forget to upgrade the DB, or I forget to increase the size of the DB, in that scenario it will store till up to 100 GB. So I don't want this right now. Connectivity, how you want to connect the resources. Don't connect on EC2 resources, connect on EC2 computer. IPv4 or dual stack, like IPv4 and both need to be here. So I am going with the IPv4 and don't connect with the resources. In VPC, which VPC want to have this, you can create other VPC also and map with the map with here. DB subnet group is default. Here is the main point, like public access or want private access. For if you ask me, I will never go with the public access here. I will never go with the public access. If I want to give someone access to my database, like because if I want to keep my database safe, uh, it should not go publicly. So in that scenario, and if you make it sorry, if you make this database private, in that scenario, whenever you need to connect to the database, you have to come through the VPN. So you have to configure either one additional server for the as a VPN server, and then map the VPN IP to this instance, to this security group, whatever security group you will be selecting here. VPC security group, whatever you will be selecting here, you have to choose that security group, and in that security group you have to allow the VPN IP or the system IP which is going to connect here. So I will not suggest to go with the public, but for demo purpose I am just going with the public. And in some other video I will show how to connect private database with VPN or with private IPs, how to connect these type of things. When I will get free, I will put one another video regarding this. So for now I am creating it a public, and choose the existing or create new. So here I will create new security group, RDS postgres. And availability zone, there is no preference, so let it be whatever. You can put like I want in the AP Southeast 1A, or I don't have any preference. So whatever Amazon decides, AWS decides, let it be. Either it decides to keep in A, B or C, whatever, let it decide. Create a proxy. If you want to create a proxy of the RDS, you can create, else you can leave it as it is. And CS certificate, uh, I will select the latest one, and port is fine. Password authentication, yeah, fine. performance insights turn off, and additional configuration enhanced monitoring no need, and db initialize db name. So git host I am giving, and db security parameter group, this is a parameter group. I will cover this in some other video. This is also very important when you creating the database. Sometime you need to modify something in the database parameter, tune the database. You have to tune the database. In that scenario, postgres give this rds gives this option to tune the database. Like if you want to increase your client connection, you want to increase your buffer, you want to keep your temporary file less, so in that scenario this option comes in picture. So I will cover in some other video about the postgres options, or the any database you are creating. It's the parameter group is for your customization, because AWS will not give you the direct access to the machine of the RDS. So you have only control over the DB parameters. You can modify in the DB parameters, and DB parameters modifications will be applied when you modify whenever the database engine will be, whenever the database RDS will be modified. Automated backup I don't want. Automated backup I don't want. Enable encryption, okay, let it be enable it. And maintenance minor version, no preference. Enable delete protection, no need. So my basic configuration is done. Till now my basic configuration is done. So let it create first what it say. So the confirm password is invalid. Okay, okay, let's see how it goes. Again it says okay, what happened? So let me write the password, and here we go, create the database. So creating of the database will take a bit of time. Let's see how long it takes. So when you will create the database, it will show you, the next window will show you suggested add-on for the BitHost demo DB, create an elastic cache cluster from RDS using DB setting, or create use proxy. Okay, so I don't want these things. I will close it, simply close it. And you can see like BitHost DB connection, DB is being created. Once this database will be created, it will apply some performance optimization. It will optimize the storage, it will optimize the system and all. And after that, this endpoint will appear here. This endpoint will appear here. Once this endpoint appear here, you are ready to connect with the database from your favorite client, like pgadmin, or any other. If you have any other client, you can connect from that. So let's see. Let's wait for the creation, how long it takes, and I will show after the creation how I'm going to connect with the database, and what are things they need to check further. Hey, my database is created now, and you can see it's available. So I will simply go and see, like the CPU is 38%. Maybe it will be optimizing, and I can see like my DB connection is here. So what I will do, I will just open the pgadmin I will open, and will try to log in to my database first. So my pg admin is open. I will add this server. It was demo and connection. I will put like this one, this RDS. Maintenance data is bithost and username is bithost, and my password I have kept here. So the password is here, and here we go. I will save the password and I will save the DV connection as well.